Hello and welcome to the new expansion. Let's have a look here. So we've got a new free ticket because we did the shtick of starting an arena run and stopping at 2 losses. I mean the duels run it was this time. Complete the Death Knight Prologue and play 2 games. Right. I read Death Knight Prologue, follow artists on the history through Azeroth and unlock the Death Knight class. So we're going to try doing that, and hopefully I'll do it more efficiently than most of you, so this video will be useful to you. Last chance, Lich King Mega Bundle, don't miss out. Extended special offer including 80 packs, Path of Arthur, signature packs and legendary cards and more. If you're watching this channel, you will not be getting this because you're free to play, or you'd like to be free to play, or you want to see how's it possible to be free to play and still get be a top legend player. Okay. Right. So, we're already completing. Exciting new rewards on the refreshed rewards tracks. Let's have a look at it. Claim your first reward. And we've got Chromie and Lorthamar Theron. Okay. Double the stats of... Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a neutral card, which used to be a 10 mana hunter card about 3-4 years ago. What was the name of that card? I think it was a dragon even. Yeah, it doubled up all the stats of them, and that was minions in your hand. It was. This is in your deck, so druids can have a really nice time with this. Right? Yes, the druid. Oh, my goodness! As if things weren't strong for druid, you could actually have incredible. Wow. Another one which you could do is Paladin. Assuming that those decks are going to be even playable with new meta with the new Death Knight class, I'm not sure. Yeah, wow, and I'm not sure who Chromie is. Chromie's a something 13? What? How much attack does she have? Oh, okay. And we've got 50 gold already. Already it's starting to glitch, as you can see. Yeah, okay, there's going to be issues with the client because lots of people logging in. And they play 2 games. So, right, so let's have a look at the track. So just get to 1,000 gems. Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard. Lich King card back. Infectious School. Give a random friendly minion death rather summon an Infectious School. Okay. It's a Death Knight card. We get a pack. And we get add 2 arcane bolts. What are arcane bolts? Not sure what that is. And death rattle deal 4 damage to a random enemy. That, well, I guess it's undead, and you've got like a lot of synergies with resurrecting things. This would be a terrible card. Oh, 4/6 taunt. So when you kill it, does 4 damage. You've got the 6 mana card, which is a 3/7, similar stats, which does damage to all minions. Not very impressive. Okay. Right. So we're gonna get a pack. Arms dealer, after you summon undead, give it 1 attack. Okay, just have a quick look at the rewards track. Again, epic card, a couple of cards here. Another, this looks like a card back, yeah. Right, and we've got, this looks very interesting. Choose an enemy minion, swap it with a random one in their deck. Alright, so it's a disruption card. So much disruption we're getting at the moment. Okay, and only 20 to get the legendary. Oh, is that how they usually do it? Yeah. And usually do 50. Yeah, but not so many brawl tickets. Here's got 2 arena tickets. Here's your legendary. Okay, yeah, we've got 3 tavern tickets. We got pack and then another pack. And 100 gold, and it goes up to 150 until you get to the what's it called? The special skins. Which I'm sure you've all seen all my videos on getting the skins. So we've just got 3 left to get. Garrosh looks quite good. Jaina looks good as well. Rixa looks not bad. It's probably going to be one of these two, but if we get there, if we didn't give up playing this game by that time. Right, right, so what do we have here? Right, so another thing I did is I saved my quests, my weekly quests, and for the expansion, so I'd shoot up the rewards track very quickly. So 2,500 is a massive boost. We'll see. Okay. So let's get on with this quest, which I'm sure is going to be bugged. So I'm going to pause this until we get in. Okay, we had to re-log in again, and here's our level 2 rewards, glitches as usual. We get in. Okay, so solo adventures.
Join me on the path of the Death Knight.
Okay.
Learn to wield this gift and discover where my power truly comes from.
Okay, so especially for those who don't know World of Warcraft lore, this is going to be very interesting. Okay, so we got, what's the rewards here? Complete the prologue to unlock the Death Knight class and 32 cards. Okay. So why are we starting here and not here? That's interesting.
With Mal'Ganis dispatched, the Lich King urged me to return home to Lordaeron to seek the remains of Kel'Thuzad, a necromancer I had slain in my battle against the Scourge. He would teach me to unlock my full power as a Death Knight.
I guess we've already been corrupted and we're already the nasty Arthas rather than the nice one. Okay, so Mal'Ganis, take revenge on the Dreadlords who spread a plague upon your people. So I guess he's a bit good still. Okay, summon a 1/1 ghoul with charge that dies at the end of the turn. So I think that is the new hero power for Death Knights. So they've got guaranteed face damage like Mage does as well. Got 2 mana ping to face. The difference is here, taunts are going to disrupt the ping effect of the Death Knight, and yeah, this could be a very good way of testing out certain secrets of Mage. You know, the ones which, if you go face like a Vengeful Visage or whatever it's called, when they summon a reflection of the minion which attack them, or Ice Barrier, which wouldn't happen if with a Mage ping. So there's pluses and minuses, which means it's likely to be a nice balanced hero power. But of course, ghouls are undead, and they kind of, when they die, I think they get stored up for Death Knight. So we'll get straight into it. And you know, a lot of the cards of Death Knights depend on how many ghouls have died during the game.
Arthas versus Mal'Ganis!
I have been waiting for you, young prince.
Mal'Ganis, you will pay for what you did to my people.
Alright, so this is actually the portrait which I've got for completing the Ice Crown solo adventure, which we'll have a quick look at it after this, maybe. And I've got a whole, what's it called, the whole playlist on my channel showing you, you know, different strategies to get through the 9 challenges to actually unlock this. And it's not easy. It's actually really, really hard. One of them, you start off with 1 health. There's a very clever way of getting around it, though. Let's have a look. Okay, so Lost in Jungle is a good start. 1 attack to Sylvanas recruits you summon this game. That's pretty good. Okay. Stew the Darkshire, the classic Paladin card. Jude Paladin, yes.
Reporting for duty. Remains of the Fallen, a source of limitless power.
The Dark Lord told me you would come.
Nothing will prevent me from having my revenge, demon.
Ah, corpses resource gained when a friendly minion dies. It doesn't have to be a corpse. Wow.
The Dark Lord will guide you.
Right, so maybe we should have done this first. This only works on future.
The battle!
This only works on future minions. So we want to have this on the board before we start putting things down. We'll do this and this.
Protects me.
Okay, so we've got our buff ready to go. So we want to play this and then guarantee some alright, we might as well tempo this out then.
Back to your homes.
And we'll use this to control the board. Alright. Not ideal.
Frostmourne. It hungers for blood.
Oh wow.
So, you've taken up Frostmourne at the cost of your soul.
Okay.
Just as the Dark Lord said you would.
Okay.
Save your breath, Mal'Ganis. I heed only Frostmourne now.
Interesting. So right, so I've taken this sword called Frostmourne, which is
I'll make sure you suffer.
seems to be a very powerful weapon.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
See what he does first. Turn 7, we're going to try playing this with this. Okay.
Good, good. With Frostmourne in hand, you will be the first of my death knights, Prince Arthas.
I'm not sure who he's meant to be, but
I'll make sure you suffer.
Reporting for duty. The battle! Reporting for duty.
okay. Interesting. Wow, what a spell that is. Lives that affect all enemy minions, and then they take 2 damage.
Flows through that blade and you.
At the end of your turns, they take 2 damage. That's such a good counter to like big boards. Wow.
Deeds at Strathholm were inspiring.
To your homes.
Do we keep hitting with this? Let's hold it for the time being. That's interesting. Oh, is he going to use one of his... He's going to get rid of the Divine Shield and kill it. Right. Woohoo. This looks nice.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle!
Oh, back to the days of...
Armies of bone! Lay waste!
Raise up 6 courses as 1-2 risen footmen were taught. So we've got consecration here. That gets rid of most of it.
The battle!
I guess we'll make some room for a minion. Oh, we've got lethal anyway, so...
I'll make sure you suffer.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
So the Arthas.
Speak to me.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
I commend your skill.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
My thanks to you.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
Such glory.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
None can falter.
Have the voices driven you mad, boy?
Lich King has given me true power.
Battle!
Have the voices driven you mad? What does the Dark Lord say?
What does the
He
Dark Lord
tells me
say?
the time for my vengeance has come.
What? He can't possibly mean to.
So I guess the Lich King is kind of going
It is
against the undead
finished.
as well. So this is a new port for anyone who wants to waste money on this game instead of buying a full new game. Still find it incredible people actually pay for this. Complete Death Knight Prologue. Okay. Pretty simple so far.
Uther's men proved useful in swelling the ranks of my undead. We marched through the forests of Quel'Thalas, towards the great elf city of Silvermoon. I sought the Sunwell, a font of mystical energy and the source of the elves' immortal powers. There, I would raise Kel'Thuzad as a lich. No army had ever broken through the gates of Silvermoon before, but no Death Knight like me had ever tried.
Confront your old mentor with the power of blood magic. Isn't he meant to be Uther's, meant to be Arthas's father, isn't he? Can't remember. Equip a 3/4 Lightbringer, that's the one with lifesteal. Okay, with the power of blood magic. So right, so now instead of being a paladin now, I'm actually becoming more like a Death Knight. So it's a bit creepy.
Arthas versus Uther. Arthas, what have you done?
Wow, okay, so now we get to see some Death Knight cards finally in our hand. Deal 3 damage to a million. If it kills it, can you gain a corpse? Right, okay. So that's how I get a corpse. Spend 2 corpses to give all your minions in your hand to attack. Interesting. Give all minions in your hand 1/1. Spend 3 corpses to give them 1/1 more. So, so it's looking like a hand buff sort of thing. And you see, it's got like a red sort of like square or diamond there. That's got 1. That's got 2. That means that I can only have this if I've designated my Death Knight as a 2 diamond blood knight, because this is very powerful, this effect, and this effect is okay. Right, okay, interesting. I guess we'll start with this.
Some Death Knight cards have a rune value. This matters only during deck building. It has no effect during the game.
Right, so this has got one blood rune here. Right, so I think the idea is that I have to have, out of the 3 runes which I choose when I'm building my deck, I have to have at least 1 blood rune in order to include this card, and this card. I'd have to use 2 of my runes to be blood runes to include this one, and I guess a super lifesteal, card would need me to use all 3 blood runes to do that.
Breathe it in.
What's this do? 2 damage to an enemy and your hero. Okay.
Breathe it in.
Oh, and my hero. I see.
Who are we hitting today?
I guess it's a one-man. Oh, yeah, I was thinking he actually did damage to them. Right, that's interesting.
I will not let you defile these lands.
Stand aside, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
It's not very nice.
Even in death, my soldiers shall prove useful.
Okay, so I've got one there. So this is feels like a Denathrius on steroids, this class. Yeah, you want to kill as many of your creatures as you can. Battle Cry and Death Rattle draw cards. So draw 2 cards for 3 mana and get a 2/2. So that's like a delayed arcane intelligence. Okay, so
I'll make sure you suffer.
Finding the lives of the innocent? Is this the kind of monster you are now?
great, we've got 3 there.
Asphyxiate!
And then because this die, we've got 4. So there's different ways of getting corpses. The basic way is to let your minions die, and you've got other ways of doing it like this. So then recruits have 1/1, so we've got the perfect response to this. Gain a corpse. Right, so I guess it doesn't make a difference how we kill it. After your hero attacks and kills a minion, gain 2 corpses.
I'll make sure you suffer.
The 3 damage to minions because it gains a corpse. I get a corpse either way.
Me have that for you!
Right, so we really need counter to get more minions in our hand to benefit from our hand buffing.
This dark magic will lead the world to ruin, Arthas.
That's the idea, old man.
That's not very nice. Huh.
So great!
I see. Summon a 1/1 ghoul with charge, it dies at the end of the turn. So it really is like a ping. It doesn't have any longevity at all. Right. Give your hero 5 health. Spend 3 corpses to gain 5 more and draw a card. Right, so this actually increases my health total. And you see here, that's a very powerful effect, so that's 3 blood
How
runes
could
for
you
this.
do that to your own father?
I don't have many minions, so I'm not sure there's any point buffing up my hand. I may as well use it now. And this helps me draw cards as well. Spend the course to discover blood rune card. That looks interesting. Let's do that.
My blood for the Lich King!
Life still deals 6 damage to a minion. That looks good. 3 damage to a minion. And buff up the... Okay, we'll take this because... I was going to say we're getting low on health, but we just like gained so much health. We just gained 20 health, I just realised. Okay. Fine. Is there any AoE we have here? Oh, here's this nice card. Infect all enemy minions at the end of your turns, they take 2 damage. That means I'm going to heal up for 14 here.
Blood magic
one,
will not
2,
save you from the light, boy.
4. Okay. So let's buff up our hand.
Job's done.
So these have got all buffed up nicely now. Look at that. 49 health. I thought Renathal was broken.
Back to your homes.
We do need to get rid of that.
Your father ruled this land for decades, and you've ground it to dust in a matter of days.
Very dramatic, Uther.
A will's donor.
Let's do this. Even with an empty hand and
Let me light the way.
some value still. Destroy random in your opponent's hand, deck, and battlefield. What is this? A patchwork. Okay, fine. So this is a special card. Yeah. We just.
Embrace the gift of death, as I have. Breathe it in.
Job's done.
This is incredible, this card. Wow. That doesn't even do anything. Doesn't kill anything with that. You can just use this to kill it. Taunt lifesteal and then return attack the lowest health enemy. Well, oh, that's not going to help me get through though. So we'll do this to kill one of his 700 crits, and we'll use our hero power to get rid of the other one.
Reanimating monstrosities. Evil has truly consumed you.
Just a drop.
Eternity awaits.
Perfectly so.
I dearly hope there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthur.
He's probably going to say, I hope
We
so
may
too.
never know, Uther. I intend to live forever.
Oh dear. Bonk. Well, there you go. Complete Death Knight Prologue. 2 out of 4. So we go here. What's this?
Following my triumph at the Sunwell, the Lich King called out to me for aid. The demon hunter Illidan's storm rage had laid siege to the frozen throne, where my master's soul was kept in an icy prison. The Lich King's power was mine. I would have it. But one last adversary stood in my way.
Sylvanas. Okay. Summon an unholy dead army and destroy Silver Moon City. The one damage to 2 random enemy minions. Okay. Now, isn't Sylvanas meant to be like the bad one? Oh, maybe this is before she was corrupted or something. Was she also corrupted? I guess she was. Well, she had 2 sisters who were elves or something. You could get them different portraits for the hunter class, I think.
Arthas versus Sylvanas.
Windrunner, yeah.
Wondrous eternal Quel'Thalas. I haven't been here since I was a boy.
You are not welcome here, Prince. I advise you to turn back now.
He sounds very posh. Okay. Look at this. We've got an undead rune now. So this is a different type of Death Knight. It's not the one where you get loads of health. Choose an enemy minion. Your minions attack it. Resummon any that die. Wow. Hunter's got a similar card. But I guess this is more powerful. that right? No, it doesn't. Hunter's got all your minions attack. No, you pick one minion and it attacks lots of lots of other minions. And you got the warrior card, which makes all their minions attack one of your minions. But here you've got an enemy minion and all your minions attack it. Okay. I guess the fourth thing, which hasn't been made yet, is choose an enemy minion, it will attack all of your minions. But I guess you have that. There's a warrior card which basically does that. Okay, anyway. Right, gain a corpse. Yeah, it looks good. Summon an undead peasant. Okay. Some 2 zombies with taunts. Spend 4 corpses to give them reborn. Okay.
Me have that for you.
So this is just like your basic turn 1 on curve Death Knight card. So what is this? Sylvanas' immune
Unholy death
summon the
has
inner
come
gate
to
of
your
Corpus.
land, Ranger.
Do your worst. The Elf Gate is protected by our most powerful enchantments. You shall not pass.
So 3 times a minute if it kills it, summon a zombie. Can't be targeted. Okay, so we're gonna have to use minions.
Leave bones.
Job's done. Sharp arrow. Sharper aim.
Let's do it. Arcane spells in your hand, 1 spell damage. That's a new card. It's an interesting one as well. Give your minions 1/1, can't be targeted by spells. Oh. Looks good resistance to that, I suppose.
New bones. So fresh.
Yep. That's why I attacked with this one, not
Raise
that
all
one,
the
because of the
undead
hero
you
power.
wish, Prince. No enemy will ever break through our gates.
These lands will fall soon enough.
This can't be good.
Oh, what's going on here? Infected peasant. Oh.
So fresh.
Almost got rid of the elf gate now. Interesting. What does that do? I guess this is one which we don't mind putting back into our hand. Okay.
New bones.
You cannot stand against the inevitable.
Curse you monsters. Our first gate has been destroyed, but you won't get through the second.
Second gate. Why is this one's only a 0-10? Right. Why should this one hold up any more than the other one? But okay. I guess we get some card draw going.
The citadel stands strong.
Okay. Gives me minion. Gives me another zombie. Another cool, I should say. 4 corpses. I've only got 2 at the moment. Spend 3 corpses to get another 3/3. Raise 5 corpses. That's 2/2 risen ghouls. That looks very powerful. Okay. Right, let's just do this for the time being. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. And, after you attack someone
Warriors
to
of Silvermoon,
summon
defend the
sentinels.
city! Show them the true strength of Quel'Thalas!
More defenses? This ranger is beginning to vex me greatly.
Very posh. Vexing. Meat grinder. Shred a random minion in your deck to gain 3 corpses. Interesting. If it's a zoo deck, I don't mind grinding a minion. We'll do this. 5 corpses. Okay, that looks good. Oh, we just spent all our, what's it called? I didn't realize it would do that. Raise up to 5 corpses. Oh, raise up to 5 corpses, sorry. Forgot these are called corpses. So raising the corpses mean you take them out. And I guess when they die...
Did you really believe this plan would work, Death Knight?
I've grown tired of these delays.
Spend 3 corpses to summon another 3.
Finally, my ancestors are useful.
I don't get it, so is this going to be automatic? So lots of stuff is dying here. They turn raise a corpse as a 1/2 risen footman with taunt. So this gives me a bit of staying power on the deck. 3 damage per minute if it kills a zombie with rush. Okay, this looks good. Alright, let's get some more corpses in the deck. We'll do this. What did I just burn? Oh, that one, the taunt one. Right, okay. Alright, so 3 goes into this, 1 goes into this, 2 goes into that. We've got 9 corpses now. Okay. Haha. Well, that's the end of his turn. Ooh! Fill your board with random undead. Let's try that. That looks interesting.
Rise, my warriors. Now we make our final advance.
Okay, that's pretty good. If it's your opponent's turn, deal 3 damage to them. So, right, so killing this... Wow, that's nasty. Killing this is, you know, they're going to have to think twice about killing
the
this.
The elves of Silvermoon stand against you.
Give a random friendly undead 2/1. Right, spend 3 corpses to resurrect 3. So how do you spend
Give it time
3?
to prepare.
Okay. Alright, I don't think I... alright. Okay, cost 1 less for each corpse you've spent this game. Wow, that can be cheap very quickly by the look of this deck. Yeah, it's going to be 2 at least, yeah. Now this is 2. This is a 2 undead one, and this is just regular. What does this do? Draw another undead and summon a copy of it. Wow. So you have some big synergies as well. Because this is a 9 cost minion, so if you only got big ones like the 8/8 here, then it might be worth putting this in your deck. Oh, and remember, this is an it only summons an undead, so you can put just 1 undead. This is a neutral card.
Silvermoon stand against you.
So you could be playing this in Druid or something, put this down, and then it summons like a very big neutral undead. Or druid undead if there is one. Okay, what does this one do? Give a random friendly minion death rattle, summon an infectious school. Oh wow, so we want this one to die first, don't we?
The Lich King has given me true power.
Silence, Prince.
Does that do? This is getting in the way a bit. Let's just see if I can. Let's see what this is. Discover a spell from your deck. If it's arcane, give it spell damage. Wow, interesting.
Quel'Thalos will never fall to your corruption.
Give your minions 1 attack. Spend 5 corpses to give them 3 instead. So I guess we're just. What does this do? No, let's just go for this thing.
Weak-willed.
It's going to do a lot of damage to
salute your
her.
bravery, elf. But this battle is over.
Well, not
Then
technically.
I'll make my stand here, Butcher.
Oh, Butcher. There we go.
Finish it! I deserve a clean death.
After all you've put me through, the last thing I'll give you is the peace of death.
Oh, I see.
No! You wouldn't dare!
Am I going to bring her back to life? Wow. We'll make her a zombie. Wow. So I guess I'm using her as one of my minions now. Oh, it's nasty, this undead business. 3 games as Druid Mage Warrior, okay.
I was the Prince of Lordaeron. When the undead scourge came to my land and butchered my people, I swore revenge on the architect of the carnage, Dreadlord Mal'Ganis. The demon fled to Northrend. I tracked him and claimed the deadly rune blade Frostmourne, a weapon of unimaginable power. To wield such a weapon comes at great cost, but I would make any sacrifice to avenge my people.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Well, I guess it shows loyalty, but 1 minute, but he just killed Uther, though. That's weird. Alright. Defeat this challenger with frost magic to claim your true power. Right, so we've got frost magic now, because there's 3 sets of runes. You've got blood runes, which give you sort of like lifesteal, healing, extra health sort of stuff. Then you just saw the undead rune, I think it was, where you use things which have died. A lot of swarmy sort of, you know, resurrect lots of little minions which die and they die over, and lots of undead, classic undead sort of stuff. And then you got frost, which is this one now. Wow, 2 mana, 2 attack this turn. Interesting.
Arthas versus Illidan.
The final hour has come at last.
Ah, I am the new Hearthstone class. So, not anymore you aren't, Illidan. Okay, right. Defrost, draw a card, spend 2 corpses, draw another. Okay, so it's 2 mana for drawing 2, but you have to build your deck around frost to use this. Oh, sorry, deal 3 damage to a minion. If that kills it, discover frost rune card. Right, and you need to use 2 frost runes to put this in your deck. And Glacial Advance, deal 4 damage. Your next spell costs, this turn costs 2 less. Okay. Alright, so we've got to draw a card here. How are we going to get corpses though? I mean, this looks like more of a value attrition deck. Interesting. Okay. Even though this basically costs 1 mana, but it doesn't do anything to help give me value. It looks like this is more of a value deck, more of a Frost Mage type deck. Yeah. We've got 3 Frost spells in our hand. That gives us a 4-2 straight away. Okay.
You look different, Illidan. I guess the skull of Gul'dan didn't agree with you.
I sacrificed everything for this power, Death Knight.
Skull of
I
Gul'dan.
became a monster to hunt monsters like you.
I kind of want to lose now because, you know, it's Illidan, yeah. Don't want to kill him. I want him to kill the demon. You know, kind of. I'm not really a demon now, am I? Oh. Wow. Yeah, this is interesting. Freeze an enemy. I don't think we need to do that. Well, may as well.
The last of our reinforcements have arrived, Lord Illidan. My Naga will take care of this fool.
Ah.
This way, you fools!
It's quite a lot of stuff. Still 2 damage. So I got a feeling that these cards are being drawn at the time when I actually need them to be drawn. Okay. So I can clear the board next turn. Because this only refreshes 2 mana crystals. What does this do? Well, cast cards. I probably want to get rid of this first. Right, spend 2 corpses to draw another card, 3 to freeze it, 5 damage, freeze all enemy minions. That looks good, but can't really use it now. Okay, so let's go and okay, so now we've got potentially a board freeze with this. Perfect timing. This is a perfect board clear, it's ridiculously perfect. He's got literally 3 health minion, the rest have got 1.
I will destroy the frozen throne.
True,
Only then will I win my heart's desire.
The tragedy of a broken-hearted demon. How pathetic.
let's just get a corpse on the board.
Job done.
It's the first corpse of the game, I think.
Out of the kiln.
So I guess we've only got frost spells in our deck. Draw 2 spells if they're both frost spells, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Do I really want to use that now? I'll get more options in my hand. Let's put this on the board.
We do what the living cannot do. I'll show you true power.
What? Okay. This is the 1,000 wing Illidan. Right, let's do this. Play that.
The citadel stands strong.
Who's Evan Blade?
Cannot break the broken.
It's interesting. So Death Knight's quite interesting. He's got all these different different ways of playing it: Frost, Blood, and Undead. They all kind of synergize with the lore as well.
Today, the Lich King will meet his end.
It's a very good board control spell. And that's 3. And there's also 3 Frost. What's the best way of getting rid of this? I guess we could do 2 damage to it. So we spend 2 damage to each enemy. And this does 2 damage to all enemies, but draws us 2 spells. This gives us spells, I guess it's better.
Fresh fell steel, hot out of the kiln.
He decided to control the board instead. And kill off his own minion. Questionable. Spend up 3 causes freeze that many enemy minions. That's the battle cry. Is there any... Let's draw 2 cards. We just get a weapon on board here. Use that many enemy minions. Or we could... Let's take control of the board a bit.
This is our chance.
Enemy characters can't be healed. That's nasty. Oh, he put this on the board when he was fighting Latvius. What happened there? Deal 2 damage to random enemy. Right, so that's what happened. Oh wow, 1 minute. Deal 2 damage for each one. 1 minute, I think I've got lethal here.
I'll make sure you suffer.
So I'm going to spend 5 corpses to do 2 damage to a random enemy for each. Yeah, it could be the same enemy.
You must not win. No.
Be nice finishing off with a marrow manipulator.
At last, Frostmourne has brought you to me. Now the time has come. Break the ice that binds me. Release me from this prison!
I don't think I will. Or maybe I will. Now he goes into me, the arm, the head.
Now,
So who's in charge there? There you go. Okay, nice. That wasn't too hard. Interesting. So we got to see all the 3 different rune classes. Death Knight unlocked. New hero. The Lich King. There you go. Death Knight cards available in your collection. Plus 29 more. So here you got a blood one. They're going to show one of each. So these are blood sort of one. Return this to your hand. It costs health instead of mana. So I guess blood, you're using your health up your life. A bit like Warlock does. Loses its health as a resource. This is more of like a mage type. You know, freeze mage sort of synergy. It looks like freeze mage on steroids, this does. It's incredibly strong. The frost sort of stuff. And then you've got an undead. Raise all your corpses as 1/1 risen golems will rush. For each one that can't fit, give 1/2/2. So if you've got like 30, 1 minute. If you've got 30, raise all your corpses. There's only room for 6. For each one that can't fit, that's 24 can't fit. You give them 2/2. That's mental. You use this with Bran somehow if you've got a coin. That's mind-boggling. Alright, that's a really incredibly powerful card. I guess if this becomes a strong deck, you're going to have some... I guess this will counter it because of all the freeze effects. Wow. And I guess this beats that because it doesn't care about the attrition. This out attritions everything with the health total. But this has just got so much power this can't deal with. Interesting. So it looks like blood beats frost, frost beats undead, and undead beats blood. This is a Blood Death Knight. New decks received. Blood Death Knight. Frost Death Knight. So they both got blood in them. And they got Unholy. It's Unholy, not Undead. Unholy Death Knight. Wow. Nice. Okay. That looks good. Right. Lucky I had some room for them. Let's have a look at their collection. Let's look at these new decks. Work out what they're meant to be doing. Okay, let's look at the new cards then. Gain a new corpse. Okay. Oh, these are all golden versions. Okay, fine. So deal 3 damage to minion. So this is blood. I wonder if you can filter it through the 3 things. Okay. Okay, deal 3 damage to minion. Get a corpse. We saw that. 2 damage to enemy, but use your health to get that value. Oh, you got a 3 unholy straight away, 1 mana. Gain 4 corpses. Shuffle 4 crates into your deck that summon 2/2 undead when drawn. That is mental. That's a 1 mana 8/8. Plus you get 4 corpses. Oh, that's a scary prospect. Okay, they've got draw a weapon, spend a corpse to reduce it by 1. Neutral, another neutral, give an unfriendly undead to attack. That's to buff was a sort of a paladin effect. At the end of your turn, raise a corpse as a 1/2 risen footman with taunt. That's an unholy one actually. Spend a corpse to gain 1/2. Okay, a little bit of frost here. This is 3. Discover frost rune card. Draw a card or 2. If you spend corpses, draw a frost spell. Okay, obliterate. That's a Death Knight card. We all know that one. And this is also a Death Knight card. But this is sort of like a half anti-magic shell. Really, it's a 4 mana card that gives you 2/2. But okay, and you've got the card draw one. Summon 2 1/1 zombies with Reborn. That's pretty good for, especially when Unholy. Yeah, there you go. It's Unholy shell there. Oh, this is also Unholy. Interesting. Right. Then you got, after your attacks, reduce the cost of a spell in your hand by 1. Interesting. So this weapon pays for itself effectively because it reduces 3 because it's got 3 charges. Power creep. Spend 3 corpses to summon a 3/3. We saw that one. Like lifesteal 6. Grave strength. This is a very unholy one because it's got 3 runes, so it must be a very powerful effect. Give your minions 1 attack. Spend 5 corpses to give them 3 instead. This is minions on the board. Right, so remember the blood one seemed to be more of a hand buff sort of effect. This is actually buffing stuff on board. So this is like a token druid sort of effect. You've got lots of things on board, buff them up suddenly for a massive surge of damage. Deal 2 damage to all enemies, draw a card. Okay, that's like consecration. Just with the card draw. The downside is it has to be played in the frost. You need at least 1 frost rune, which is going to limit your deck building. I guess that's kind of balanced. Enemy characters can't be healed. Very interesting. I'm not sure. It's probably a very hard card to play. Maybe this is against Blood Lich King. Or Blood. Call it Blood Death Knight. A Blood Death Knight will have that spell which infects all your opponent's minions, and they heal at the end of the turn. But then enemy characters can't be healed. If you can use that to stop the bleeding. Excuse the pun. Right. Reborn, Battlecry, and Death Rattle deal 2 damage to a random enemy minion. So this is going to do it 3 times. When it gets summoned, when it dies, and then when it dies a second time because it's got Reborn. Raise up to 5 corpses as 2/2 risen ghouls with rush. Right, so you got to be careful with this. I didn't realize it actually uses up your corpses in your hand, right? So it will, if you've only got 4, it'll do 4. If you've got 10, it'll do 5 and use up 5. It'll always use the maximum. Or I guess if the board's not big enough, it won't summon more than the board can fit. Taunt, Death Rattle, return this to your hand. It costs health instead of mana. Again, a lot of this health gain and loss, sort of like a sort of mechanic. Possessifier, ooh, that's an unholy one. Summon 2 1/1 fighters with Rush and Reborn. And I guess it's a 3/3 as well, so I guess that's sort of like a 7/7 for 5 mana. It's not bad, but the idea is you've got 5 minions for 5 mana. And that goes into your corpse tank, whatever you want to call it. Summon 2 1 Roman elementals with Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Okay. Again, you've got these little minions which got little niggling effects, either taunt, or charge as a hero power, or do 2 damage when they die. Corrupted Ashbringer, 6 mana, 5/2 with lifesteal. Interesting. That's got 2 blood runes. And it's got another blood rune card here, taunt with lifesteal. At the end of your turn, attack the lowest health enemy. So you're guaranteed to heal for 5 with this, and because of the taunt, it's going to likely trigger a second time in many circumstances. Oops, skipped a page there. And then here are the big legendaries. So draw 2 spells if they're both frost spells, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Patchwork, destroy random minion in your opponent's hand, deck, and battlefield. That's nasty. That's some really nasty effects there. People do not like this type of card. Oh dear. We're in the meta where you can't have a one card win condition anymore. You have to have a deck where you lose a minion. Yeah, okay, you've got other ways of winning. Like my druid deck, which has got about many different cards which can win by themselves, or at least tip the balance. Battle raise all your quarters as 1/1 risen golems with rush, for which it can't fit. Give 1/2/2. This is a massive payoff card. It's probably it doesn't leave a corpse. Right, it's interesting because it's not living. Okay, right. Only living things which die become corpses. Right. Interesting. So this is, you have to time this correctly, and this is a 3 unholy card. If you time this incorrectly and the other guy's got a board clear, then you might have spent 30 corpses which you've been carefully crafting throughout the game, and then just go to one twisted nether or something like that. So it has to be played quite carefully, but the effect is incredibly strong. And it's a massive swing turn as well, because they will have rush. Right, so if you're playing against a paladin with lots of divine shields, this is going to be a bit not so good. Right, and then we got cost 1 for each corpse you spent this game. I got a feeling this might be nerfed. Possibly. 10 mana, we had the same thing with, what was that card? Flesh Giant, where it was just way too easy to reduce the cost of it with Warlock. Every time your health changes on your turn, and it became very cheap very quickly. I've got that feeling this is going to be even easier to. Oh, you actually got to spend the corpses in your tank or your bank, whatever. All right. What's this other new card we've got? Is that the? Right, it's this one. Right, okay. What was the warrior card? This is some sort of new warrior card. The crafting. I saw a warrior card. Oh, so I don't get it. I saw some. Had the red boundary on it. Interesting, not that many cards in each class this time. Only 10 cards for each class, I guess, because you've got the Death Knight cards as well. So these are the 10 Death Knight cards. For the rest of the game, deal 3 damage to your opponent at the end of your turns. What a weird card. That's so annoying. And I guess if you put that with Bran, it's going to be 6 damage. Acolyte of Death, Vampiric Blood. Give your hero 5 health. 10 health. Okay, that's a card which is going to be quite popular, I can see. So we saw all these cards in the... You didn't see this one. Effect all enemy minions when they die, summon a 2/2 zombie with taunt. Ah, okay, that's a green one. This is another blood one. Damage to all enemies. This one, raise up to 6 corpses as taunt. That's a blood one which wants to survive. There's a big blood one. Destroy all other minions. Gain 1 corpse for each enemy destroyed. Wow. Wow, that's a powerful card. Alright. Okay. Do I have some extra cards already? Why does it say I can disenchant cards? Interesting, alright. Okay, so we might look at the actual decks in another video. Oh, let's quickly look at it now. I just tend not to make my videos too long, especially when I'm just trying to do the prologue.
All that I am, anger, cruelty, vengeance, I bestow upon you, my chosen knight.
Okay.
As my immortal champion, you will herald a new dark age for the Scourge.
Good. I'm not scored.
And you will start by building your first Death Knight deck. Most Death Knight cards have an associated rune: Blood, Frost, or Unholy.
Okay.
Your deck has 3 available slots for runes. You can use 3 of one rune type, 1 of each, or any combination.
Right. As we said before in the prologue, the solo adventure, yeah, if you want to include certain cards, for example, we can include this because we've got a Frost rune. We can include this only because we've got 2 blood runes. See, we've got one blood, 2 frost, a frost, 2 bloods, 2 bloods. Okay, seems to be more of a frosty deck than anything. So we've got two blood runes cards. All right, interesting. Right, so look at patchwork. Okay, so it looks like there's a bit. It's got taunt in it as well. Frost. So what's the win condition of this deck? Disruption, just outlasting the opponent. So I guess this is your big sort of attrition deck. We've got the blood runes, which are going to help you control the board, lifesteal, using up your health and stuff like that. Plus the frost to help control the board as well with the freezing effects. Okay, I get it. Then we look at Death Knight, more frosty. This one's more of a frost based one. So, for example, you've got this. You've got frost rune cards available to you now. With this, like new ones, draw a frost spell. Reduce the cost of a spell in your hand by 1. This is more of a spell based deck. Control the board. Is much more of an attrition-y type deck, and I guess is there any point in having 3 bloods or 3 frosts? Don't know. We have to see what cards have only 3 frosts or 3 bloods and work out whether it's worth it building the whole deck around them. And finally, we've got the unholy one, which is very unholy. This is an incredible 1-drop there. Summon on 1 foot, okay. Give your minions 3 attack if you spend 5 corpses. Army of the Dead. Raise all your corpses as 1/1s. And where's that one which summons 9? Oh, where's that 9 cost card? It's just a ridiculous thing. The Scourge, right? So this is unholy as well. So if you get this card, it's a spell, and yeah, you do some incredible stuff with that. There is one card though, I should warn you. Where is it? Where is that card? There is a card with an incredible text to it. Where is it? Okay, let's type in the keyword. Is it a neutral card? Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's right. There's a card which... Right, here we go. Bone Lord Frost Whisper. This is an undead card, so you might get that if you cast the Scourge. And it's got a very, very bad death rattle. For the rest of the game, your first card each turn costs 0. You die in 3 turns. So this is very risky. If you get this, then you're on a clock and you will actually just lose the game in 3 turns. Be interesting to see if this is if you've got an immune effect like a Mal'Ganis or what's the mage secret called? Ice barrier? No, ice barrier. Can't remember. It makes you immune if you take damage, which would kill you. But I think this will kill you anyway, because this doesn't depend on taking damage to die. Right, so once this dies, then the clock starts ticking, so gotta be careful with that. Right, okay, thanks for watching everyone, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed that. If you watched the whole way through, I'm very impressed. Yeah, so we've had a look at, we've gone through the prologue, we've looked at all the Death Knight cards, and we've looked at the 3 example decks. I'm really looking forward to having a blood deck. They look a lot of fun, having the extra 20 health. So you can end up with like 60 health, and if you double over the effect somehow, you can end up with 70, 80 health. I'm not sure how you do that yet. But it looks like a lot of fun, yeah. Next video is probably going to be a pack opening, so let's have a look at our... So we've got this. And we've actually progressed on this as well. We've got a card pack. Got 1 attack. Okay. And reach level 5 as Death Knight. Reach level 10 as Death Knight. Okay. There you go. Okay, right, and one more tip for opening packs. If you've done what I've done and saved up these packs, open the classic packs first, because you might get the new expansion. What's the name of the new expansion, actually? I don't even know. March of the Lich King, okay. Nothing for free, it seems. March of the Lich King. So we're going back all the way to Knights of the Frozen Throne. Oh yeah, I said I would show you the Ice Crown. So if you look in Solo Adventure, I'm not sure if anyone has it, because it's quite an old one. So the Frozen Throne.
Come for the terrible power. Stay, because you're dead.
Come for the power, stay because you're dead. Okay, so this is the Frozen Throne, so you can see how long I've been playing this game now. This is how many years ago? 1, 2, 3, almost 4 years. Yeah, right. Okay, so you can get the free Arthur's portrait if you want from that, and I've got a playlist which shows you how to do each of the 9 rounds which you need to do. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you're enjoying this new expansion, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.